Mr. Elon Musk has sued Sam Altman and Greg Brockman in the Superior Court of California. In this video, I'm going to take you through this document, which is how Elon Musk has sued Sam Altman and Greg Brockman. And we're going to go through what is the reason Elon Musk is suing, which you might have already known, but there are certain other interesting details that I found on this document. The complaint for breach of contract, promissory estoppel, I don't know what does it mean, breach of fiduciary duty. What is the demand? Demand is for a jury trial. And what is going on here? So Elon Musk has realized that there are a bunch of things that he feels Openai is not doing right, and Openai is not doing according to the founding principle. Now, if you do not know the backstory, OpenAI was founded by a bunch of people, and Elon Musk was one of them. And OpenAI was created as a non-profit. That means the company is supposed to work like Khan Academy, where you're supposed to provide free education. People will fund you, but you're supposed to provide free education. You're not supposed to make money, or you're not supposed to make money as your mission. The very first interesting thing in this is that Elon Musk is suing Sam Altman and Greg Brockman, while the founding document, if you see the very founding document that Elon uses as a reference, has got Ilya Sutskever as an author. Maybe there is a soft corner from Elon Musk for Ilya. That's the first thing that I wanted to highlight. The next thing is Elon Musk fears AI or AGI. So AGI stands for Artificial General Intelligence. And in fact, this document goes into a detail of explaining what could be AGI. And it also explains that the founding agreement of OpenAI is nothing but that Mr. Altman, which is Sam Altman, in 2015 wrote that the development of superhuman machine intelligence is probably the greatest threat to the continued existence of humanity. This is not AGI. It's not talking about AGI. It's talking about SMI, superhuman machine intelligence. There are other threats that I think are more certain to happen, but are unlikely to destroy every human in the universe than or the way SMI could. Do you believe that SMI could destroy entire human in the universe? It's not about like planet Earth. Even if you escape to Mars, even if you escape to Saturn, even if you go to Pluto, which is not a planet, you could be destroyed by SMI, superhuman machine intelligence. This is what Sam Altman believed and convinced or approached Mr. Musk, Elon Musk, with a proposal that they join forces to form a non-profit AI lab that would try to catch up to Google. Why? Because OpenAI supposed to be open primarily because Google was leading on everything. So this is ideally supposed to become an anti-Google, so opposite of Google. So instead of keeping everything close like DeepMind was doing back then, it was supposed to keep everything open. That's exactly why it was called OpenAI. So, and you can see the founding document that is available here. One of the most important information in this is December 8, 2015 Certificate of Incorporation, which affirmed that its resulting technology will benefit the public, and the corporation will seek to open source technology for the public benefit when applicable. The corporation is not organized for the private gain of any person. So this is what was initially created. Then OpenAI created like a very small, I think like a limited liability corporation or like a limited profit corporation under the non-profit, and that is one of the reason why Mr. Musk is upset. And if you read this, now there are certain contradictions that I wanted to bring it out. I don't know if jury would go into this, but I wanted to share my opinion. One, that at the start of this, Musk has argued that this is very dangerous technology and also has agreed that this technology can wipe out the entire humanity from the entire universe. And now the founding agreement says that it will seek to open source the technology. One, at least anybody would say that this is contradicting. One, you are saying a technology is dangerous, and then second, you are saying that you have to open source the technology. And Sam Altman has time and time again has used nuclear weapons as an example to say that we don't open source nuclear weapons because we believe that it is extremely dangerous. So I'm not sure how this argument would stay in the court. The second thing is, it says that it will seek to open source the technology only when it is applicable. And it doesn't say when it is applicable. Mr. Musk thinks that right now it is applicable, but maybe OpenAI can argue that it is not applicable now. Along with that, in fact, Musk's lawyers go on to argue with the fact that the current version of GPT-4 capabilities could be viewed as an early version of AGI, Artificial General Intelligence. Somehow they took Twitter Reddit rumors and then said, hey, OpenAI is currently developing a model known as Q star that has even a stronger claim to AGI. Altman was reinstated and the new board members were handpicked by Sam Altman and blessed by Microsoft. And in fact, it seems like Elon Musk hates Microsoft so much that its technology refers to OpenAI, including GPT-4. It's closed source primarily to serve the proprietary commercial interests of Microsoft. Indeed, as November 2023 drama was unfolding, Microsoft's CEO boasted that it would not matter if OpenAI disappeared tomorrow. He explained that we have all the IP rights and all the capability. We have the people, the compute, we have the data, and we have everything. We are below them, we are above them, we are around them. And this is probably the summary that you should know about what has happened. So, why Elon Musk is ultimately suing OpenAI, or the current version, which is including Sam Altman and Greg Brockman. One another interesting information that I found is that one of the most important initial hires was for the role of the chief scientist. Mr. Altman, Mr. Brockman, and Mr. Musk all wanted Ilya Sutskever, then a research scientist at Google, in that role. Dr. Sutskever went back and forth on whether to leave Google and join the project. But it was ultimately a call, I assume a phone call, from Mr. Musk on the day OpenAI Inc. was publicly announced that convinced Dr. Sutskever to commit to joining the project as OpenAI's Inc.'s chief scientist. And it goes on details about like what. So it seems like actually Ilya was hired, or at least like Ilya got convinced to join OpenAI by Elon Musk. So maybe it's Elon Musk, the main most important thing. That is what the document is saying here. Another detail that I found very interesting in this is an email conversation between Elon Musk and Sam Altman. We'll end this video with this email. So the first thing is Sam is writing to Elon, and maybe this is conversion of an HTML email to non-HTML. That's okay. On June 24th, 2015. The mission would be to create the first general AI and use it for individual empowerment, that is distributed version of the future that seems the safest. The more generally, safety should be a first class requirement. Seems like Anthropic and Google has taken this too seriously. I think we would ideally start with a group of 7 to 10 people and plan to expand from there. We have a nice extra building in Mountain View they can have. I think for a governance structure, we should start with 5 people. I would propose you, some of the other people name are retracted, and me. The technology would be owned by the foundation, which is I think what they're referring to, OpenAI, used for the good of the world, very typical Silicon Valley style. They're going to save the entire world. And in cases where it's not obvious, how that should be applied, the five of us would decide. The researchers would have significant financial upside, but it would be uncorrelated to what they build, which should eliminate some of the conflict. We'll pay them a competitive salary and give them YC equity for upside. That is strange. Why would they give YC equity? And how will they pay competitive salary if this company is not going to make money? We would have an ongoing conversation about what work should be open source, what shouldn't. Okay, cool. Grok is not at open source. At some point, we would get someone to run the team, but he slash she probably shouldn't be on the governance board. Elon, okay, I can understand. Elon is agreeing with this, agreed on all. But Sam wrote this. Sam literally wrote this, and Sam kind of controls the entire board at this point. Okay. Will you be involved somehow in addition to just governance? I think that would be really helpful for getting work pointed in the right direction, getting the best people to be part of it. Ideally, you would come by and talk to them about progress once a month or whatever. Generally, we generically call people involved in some limited way in YC part-time partners. We do that with Peter Thiel. If you do not know, Peter Thiel is kind of like a famous figure. Now that we are doing this, I've been thinking a lot about what sort of constraints the world needs for safety. I'm happy to leave you off as a signatory, and I also suspect that after it's out, more people will be willing to get behind it. Sam and Mr. Musk, probably like 42 minutes after the message. Oh no, it's like one day. Okay, cool. After one almost like entire day, 12 hours, Elon Musk has replied saying agree on all. I kind of found this letter very weird and different, and the tone and the way Sam is requesting Elon Musk, it's again like very. I didn't expect such a letter would have happened, and I'm also curious to know like what kind of conversations went before this and after this. But I think like when you get into any of this kind of like public lawsuit, then technically this would become more public. Like a lot of people will get to know, and that's the video. So all you need to know is Elon Musk is suing Sam Altman and Greg Brockman with all the things, all the entities that they created in the name of Openai. While I was reading this document, I also felt that this entire charter, this entire company was created like an anti Google. So somebody wanted to take Google out of the business, or to say that Google should not lead this. Google was leading a lot of other things before, and Google should not lead this. And that is how it seems like this company was created. And it seems like Microsoft is doing that job with OpenAI at the front. And that also seems like the reason why Elon Musk, or at least the lawyers, have prepared the document in such a way that it seems like what they created as an anti Google is being controlled by Microsoft, another big corporation, which is ideally not good for humanity. Why? Because SMI could wipe the humanity of the entire universe. But I think the most important question that the judge should ask is, what did Ilya see?